stressful times, we need now to meditate more than ever. Because our consciousness is being hijacked. I've noticed that. Our consciousness gets hijacked. And what's funny is it's very important to these, it's very important that our hijack, our consciousness is. Sophia, hi. You're the first. I've just been noticing there's a lot of stimuli, outside stimuli, and we need to be aware of it. What is causing us to be stimulated from the outside? We need to be careful, because that's part of mind control. Part of mind control is to get your attention and to get you to believe. One thing I've noticed, I just came out of meditation, and one thing I learned to say to myself is, I'm having a wonderful experience. Try that for a while. Just close your eyes and don't let anything distract you. And just allow your mind to go into a daydream state. And then just say, I'm having a wonderful experience. There's something about the word wonderful that affects us. You missed me. All right, well, you're here now. I'm using natural light right now. I don't have a fake bulb radiating light. I think that's what we need more of. We need natural light. We need to go outside and get our natural light. Halo, halo. That's what I should say, halo. Halo, my little angels. Halo. Hello. Halo, my little angels. I've been experimenting a lot with slowing down. You may not remember me, but I do. It's all about remembering, isn't it? Isn't that Harry Potter? There was a thing called the Remembrum. We need to put do you have your Remembrum so you can remember things? Watched you from different accounts. Really? You've been watching me. You have other, what do they call it? Other monitors. 2023. It's now 2025, and things seem to be falling apart. Are they falling apart, or are they falling into place? LOL. People love to LOL. Every once in a while you should just LOL. We're being forced to drink bottled water. Have you noticed that? The tap water is rubbish. The tap water doesn't taste good, and I think they do that deliberately. I think they deliberately make the tap water taste terrible. True. Hi, welcome. I'm doing an earlier, I'm using natural light today. Again, back on my original subject. Don't let your consciousness be hijacked. I think it's very interesting if you understand hypnosis, if you understand how it works. They're hypnotizing us all the time. Try TY, you're doing it earlier because I gotta go to sleep. I can try to do it earlier. I don't know what earlier is, because here it is Here it's 9:16 in the morning, and there's so many different time zones. Yeah, thank you. Okay, TY means thank you. Okay, I guess it takes too much time to type thank you. But you're welcome. It's easier not to have to go to sleep. Also, our sleep patterns. That's right, LOL. LOL. Hell, LOL. Are you really laughing out loud? We should do that once in a while. Just laugh out loud and look at what people do. What's their response to a laugh out loud? If you're sitting at the coffee shop or you're playing a game, just laugh out loud. Oh, my mother and I are getting over our sickness. For the past few days, we've been down with the sickness. You remember when you were live? Yes, I'm going to start doing that more. I'm going to be in the forest. It's starting to get warmer now. It's warm enough. The last few times you could feel your fingertips. I could feel my fingertips freezing. Did you teach? Oh, did I search up JoJo? You said you were going to. Tell me about JoJo. JoJo reminds me of Donkey Kong. JoJo reminds me of a gorilla. JoJo, or is it Coco? They taught a gorilla sign language whose name was Coco. And JoJo kind of sounds like that. JoJo from Capital Motors? I did not, and I'm sorry. I have so many things going on. Gotta go. Good night. Maybe I'll try. Here it's 11:20 right here. I'm sorry, 11:20. So we need to ask ourselves if we're feeling anything. Is it the result of us? Good night. Badam. Badam is going to have a good night. I trust. It's hard for me to stay on topic when I'm doing a live stream because I feel like I have much to teach. I have much to tell you. And I have a attention deficit. I'm pretty sure I have a attention deficit because all it takes is for somebody to say something and I get distracted. I get off topic. So yes, if you say to yourself, I'm having a wonderful experience, when you just close your eyes, hi, yes, you are back. And welcome. Eddie's Funhouse is a funhouse of the mind. And I think we need to be in touch with causes and effects. Not only correspondence, but causes and effects. Hello, it's your birthday. I just say hello, like a parrot. Hello, hello. Hello, my little angels. So, how old are you now that it's your birthday? That's what we have to always be concerned with. How old are you? The collective consciousness says that you're supposed to start aging at a certain date. Happy birthday to you. I do that for all of my guests. You're 11. You know what? I just saw 11:11 on my clock. 11:11. And now I'm seeing 11 again. It's an angel number. 11:11. Happy birthday to you. That's right. Have a happy birthday to you. There we go. That's what you get for your birthday. That's what you get for your birthday. Now have some chocolate cake. I hope God bless you. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, then God bless you. A lot of people haven't got pennies. That's another thing that scares people is scarcity. Scarcity scares people. And again, is our reality hijacked? Because abundance is our natural state. If you really think about it, abundance is our natural state. It's our birthright. You're turning 12 in November. Okay. Does that make you a Scorpio or a Libra? Some people don't know their birth signs. The 27th, that sounds like a Libra, not a Scorpio. But that's pretty cool. So we'll have to sing I'll have to play Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you, Sigma boy. Sigma boy, Sigma boy. Ah, my mom's up. She's going to tell me the TV's not loud. She's going to say it's not loud. To her, it's not loud. Because she's not totally deaf. Ah! I need to get napkins. That's gross what things come out. What wicked things may come. Mom, I'm doing a stream. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hold on. Mom! Bless you. Yes, that was whatever that was. It wasn't kind of sneeze. It was more like a cough. See? I think my mom is watching Wilderness Family. She watches it a lot. There's something about Wilderness Family that she likes. She'll watch it watches it more than Little House on the Prairie. She hasn't been watching Little House on the Prairie. Mom, I'm 56 years old. I never thought I'd be asking my mom to turn the TV down. That's what's weird about our reality. People talk about the Mandela effects. People talk about glitches in the Matrix. I believe the Matrix is our collective consciousness. It's what we all agree is happening. Hello, Anthony. She's going to be mad at me, though. Can you hear the TV? You're back. All right. Welcome. I'm glad people come back. It shows I'm doing something right. I'm wearing my power shirt today. I'm focusing on my personal power. How old are you? LTZ? Kids always ask, do you remember me? Is that an epidemic? All the kids ask, do you remember me? Bless you. You're 56. Wow. I look younger, really. Well, thank you. Oil oil of Olay. It can help you look younger too. I look younger than 56 years old. I'm not screaming at kids to get off my lawn. Speaking of kids, we need to do more to protect kids. I hear so many stories about kids. Why do people attack and target kids? We don't protect kids enough, I feel. We just let them play out in the front yard and we think everything's okay. If I let my kids play out on the front yard, I'm going to be sitting out there. I'll sit out there with my guard dog next to me. Something. Hold on. Sorry about that. I don't have kids, but I'm concerned about them. Hold on. Wow. I think I'm sitting upright, so that causes my postnasal drip to make its way down into my trachea and into my alveoli. And it causes me to have a cough. That's weird how your hearing can really get bad to the point where she has earphones. She doesn't. Bless you. Thank you for your blessings. I'm starting to grow a beard, and I don't know how I feel about that. I need a really good beard trimmer. The beard trimmer I have, I think it's really dull. It takes effort to trim my beard. And then I have to shave after I trim my beard. First of all, I have to cut this. Anyway, notice how I get off topic? My original topic was our reality being hijacked. Whatever we believe is happening is happening. They've done experiments with people working out. They tell a group of people, don't work out, just think of yourself as working out. And you start to see the benefits of them just thinking about working out. And there are people who actually work out and they see the benefits also. Shave your beard. That's right. A lot of powerful people shave their beard. A lot of our, like Trudeau and Donald Trump, they have clean-shaven faces. Nobody who's in power, since Joseph Stalin and Hitler had little mustaches. Your yellow beard makes you look like the Lorax. I'm the Lorax. I remember the Lorax. That was a Dr. Seuss story, the Lorax. He was trying to stop all the pollution from happening. The Lorax. I look like the Lorax. I should do voiceovers. I want to do voiceovers. That's right. LOL. Can I get an LOL? Wow, Mommy. I guess she's not coughing anymore. I heard her all night last night. I guess it was her turn. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for that. Mom, I'm trying to do a live with a capital L. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. It really helps. I notice that when I just sit in a chair like this one here and close my eyes for a while, you still have that. I still have that? The bell, you say? Or do I have that? My mom is going deaf. I don't want to say that. because her hearing aids have been malfunctioning. So, Spider Girl, welcome. Hi, Spider Girl. I remember you. Yeah, the bell. Me too. Mom! Mom! Can you bring me a pizza? It's hard. Our economic structure or our situation causes us to have to live with each other. We have to. Nobody can. A lot of people in their 20s and 30s who are working, they can't afford rent. You're here. Thank you for joining me. We got 6 people watching. It's almost like my birthday. Hold on. I have to. No matter how loud you scream, I do not think she'll can. I know, no matter how loud. Scream all you want. No one's going to hear. What? Oh, that's Goody. That's Goody. You're 21. Still living. I know. Still living with. Why do they do that? Why do they? Think of how many houses can be bought. Think of how many. You work 2 jobs. Yeah. You know what? People don't want to be homeless. And you know what? They make it hard on the homeless. You can't just pitch a tent. Do you live with your mom? I do live with my mom. My mom is 76. I'm 56. My mom is... So this is like a rest home. This is like a rest home. Dude. I know. Just your basics. Back in the 50s, one man can work a job and support his whole family. You're skibbity? Are you feeling skibbity today? Are you a... Why do you say that? Why do you... I have so many kids here right now. Why would you say something like that? Why would you... Anyway, this is a family show. Or I try to make it a family, family friendly. We need family friendly here. Some people are just struggling. I believe I saw an episode with Chris Hansen. Did you? You have a sense of humor. And I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself. I do like people with a sense of humor, but sometimes people don't know where to draw the line. I believe I already read that. Mark as read. Mark as deleted. What if your name is Mark? Mark as read. Marcus Aurelius. You thank you for subbing. That's getting distracting. Isn't it sad though? You like turtles. I like turtles. I like turtles. That was an episode of Tosh.0. I like turtles. He grew up. People grow up fast. Have you noticed that? Most of those little kids are adults now. Like that girl that had that weird look on her face when there was a house burning down. They did and also like pictures from high school. People are redoing their pictures. Hold on a minute. I'm going to have to tell my mom to... You know what? She's probably had to tell me to turn my stereo down. Turn down your stereo. What's funny is she goes, it's not loud. To her, it's not loud because she can't hear very well. I'll need a sign. Turn it down. Turn it down. That'd be diplomatic, wouldn't it? I subbed. Yes, you did. Thank you. I need all my subs. Hi, old friend. Hello, Ralph. Ralph Bueno. I believe I commented on one of your videos. If I can stop from slurring my speech. Hawk Tua. That girl's in trouble now. I thought she was going to have a rise to fame and fortune. I've been playing Pokemon. A lot. Pokemon. Have you been playing that Pokemon Go? Oh, that one girl. I know. That's more adult. But she was rising to fame. And then I guess she got into Bitcoin or something like that. Not Bitcoin. I was just saying that. Remember I was talking about Little House on the Prairie? There it is. I completed my Poxedex. Good for you. Accomplishments. We need to have our small victories. It's interesting. Why is the CIA letting out or declassifying? I think it's time. It's time they declassify information. Because it's all about being informed. You have Onyx. My name is Ben Dover. Well now, this is not the adult show. I wish it was. People always come in with those. They come in with good stuff during the family show. Every time I do where do they go? Oh, it's Pokemon. Okay. Onyx. Mom! This is funny. It's so funny. You know what? Maybe in a way, they are keeping the family together. Because it used to be, when you turn 18, you go out, you get yourself a house, you get yourself a car, and then you never see mom again. But my name is David Ben Itch. I like sense of humor. We need sense of humor. Bend over itch. Oh, no, I not. No, I not. No, it not. No, it not. LOL. Louder, please! Louder, please. It's not loud. How can you tell if something's loud or not? If you're deaf. How can you know if something's loud or not? But it's Ben. LOL. 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 That probably still had... That started in the 90s, I think. Didn't it? The LOL and the LMAO. Still. The stillness. I like the stillness. I'm having a wonderful experience. Just to yourself once in a while. Close your eyes and say, I'm having a wonderful experience. I don't know where miracles come from. All I know is that there are miracles. I like when miracles happen. It's interesting what we say to ourselves. Frida Goman is a random name. Yeah, Frida Goman. When's your birthday? Hey, it's Michael. My birthday is in June. In June. I'm a June baby. I'm a June bug. The stillness of the day, the stillness of the night blows around, very minimal or very strong. Either way, we can feel the breeze come through or not come through. Very poetic. I like poems. That's what they do. The people with turtlenecks, after the poem is quoted. I won't be able to text Maya play Roblox, but I'll still be watching. All right. Well, great. Don't go away. Yeah. Why did the policeman go to the baseball game? Why did the policeman go to the baseball game? We're going to learn a new joke. I think my mom needs a hug. That's what I think. We're waiting. We're waiting. Somebody asked me to play Star Wars. Someone stole a base. That's right. That sounds like detective work. Who stole a base? The coach yelled at the vending machine because he wanted his quarterback. How do you know when a dad joke? How do you know when it's a dad joke? When it's a parent. All right, we're going to start this. It's weird. Suddenly, my mom's hearing aids don't work. But I like her earphones. When she puts on her earphones, she can turn it up as loud as she wants to. But I don't think she likes wearing those hearing phones. Hearing phones? H8. Hi. Oh, hi. Andrea. Is it Andrea or Andrea? San Andrea. Thank you for joining. Wow, it feels cozy in here. Eddie's Funhouse feels cozy. Ow, Mom! So, today is amazing because I got to wake up. Today, amazing things will happen. To me, I am open to embrace the wonderful miracles, the amazing changes in growth that will happen today. That's a good spell to speak. We don't realize we're speaking spells. We have to be careful what spells we speak. Yesterday was your birthday. Okay, we'll have to rewind then. Rewind to yesterday. There you go, for your birthday. All right, my mom needs a hug. I think she does that deliberately. She'll turn up the TV way loud. So I'll say, Mom, turn the TV down. You're welcome. That's what I do for my fans. I get out my recorder and I play Happy Birthday. Hi, Mommy. Yes, hi, Mom. Hi, Mommy, your mom. Hi, Mommy, your mom. Oh, Captain, my captain. Mom, put on your headphones. This water looks clear, but it doesn't taste right. There's some kind of chemical. There's a malchemical in the water. That's why all the rivers are drying up. All the rivers are drying up because they're bottling the water and selling it to us. They're bottling the water and selling it to us. That's why Niagara Falls, I don't think they even have a Niagara Falls anymore. We're not going to have much of anything. These 25% tariffs? Who the hell's that? Who has that kind of money? 25%? That's a quarter for every dollar. Are you kidding me? There's only 5 likes. Where did everybody go? There was like 6 people. I even played Happy Birthday. Isn't that good for something? Isn't that good for something? Playing Happy Birthday. Wouldn't that make somebody want to stick around? Stick around. Oh, we're getting more natural light. I think today I need to go to the park. You know what? It is getting warmer out there. Maybe it's a good idea for me to take my chair outside. People get tired of seeing this. There's not much to this. But when you go out into the woods, into a wooded area, don't let people hijack your reality. Hijack? Our reality has been hijacked. When I was a kid, life was much simpler. Bring the family together through poverty. We bring the family together by creating poverty. Poverty is created. It's deliberate. Don't make no mistake about it. Poverty is definitely created. It's enforced on us. Like a place to live. It's a house that's already built. What are they paying off? You move into a house that's already built, and it costs way more. You're paying way more than the house is even worth. The house is worth more because people are paying more. If people stop paying so much for a house, stop paying so much for houses. Are you ridiculous? I mean, stupid? Are you stupid? People say, I'm not going to pay $100,000 for a house or $800,000 for a house. I'm not going to pay that. Watch how houses drop. The price of a house will drop if no one's buying. And there's abandoned houses. There are abandoned mansions that are abandoned. Already 1 month into the year, there are many changes from police. Yep. To presidents, to world events. Buckle up and hold on. It may just get bumpy. We've already hit. Yes. And I think that's what it is. If you study hypnosis, we are being hypnotized. We are, first of all, you have to get the person's attention, and then you have to scare them. You have to confuse them. Or do you still have your family's house, or in it where I don't think anybody has a house that's paid off. The smart people, their houses are paid off. What you do is you buy a house, you keep paying on it, and then you will it to your children, and then your children keep paying on it, and then the second generation, the house should be paid off, and then you can start to build wealth. Utilities, taxes, that should be all you have to pay. And they're still needing more money. Have you noticed that? Property tax. Some a-hole invented property tax. You can't just own your house outright. They make sure of it. You never really own your house. You think you own your house? Try not paying property tax. You think you own your house outright? Be neglected on your property tax. Neglect your property tax. You don't own anything. I think George Carlin, one of the reasons, George Carlin said, you only have paper or plastic. That's your decision. You don't have any choices. You got to keep that money coming. If you don't keep that money coming, and they're not even making park benches so that you can sleep on them anymore. People just need a place to sleep where they're up off the ground. And they're making park benches to where you can't. I say make more park benches. Make more park benches with little roofs on them. Park benches with roofs on them. All you need is a tiny home. Hold on, this is a lot to read. Property taxes, even if there is no mortgage, do we really own our house? Because if we don't pay the property tax, it'll build up, and then they take your house. That house isn't yours. You work forever paying off that house. 30-year mortgages? Who made up that? We can only... Yeah. We're here. We were born, even the people who were here before we were here. Hello. Hello. Hello, my little angels. Hello, how old are you? People say I look young, but I'm 56 years old. Wow, why do people ask that? How old do I look? It's crazy, isn't it? They want you to keep on that treadmill until you die. They want you on that treadmill until you die. Nice. Yeah. And why? Why can't they be nice to us? My brother always asks, who are they? Build a home on your property. You'll find out real quick who they are. You'll find out Have you watched these YouTube videos where people buy a plot of land and they go to build a tiny home on that land? And suddenly they're regulated. These homes are regulated, and if you don't comply, if you don't if you're not up to certain codes, they can shut you down. You're buying your own land. You're buying something to live in on your own land, and they'll come and shut you down. I watch these nomad, there we go, travelers that are they're content with living in their trucks, in vans and RVs. They pay less than $200, staying off grid. Yeah, and they're attacking those guys too. There was one lady a young woman who owned a van, and it was vandalized. It was robbed. People are just trying to live. And there are people who exist who don't make that easy. They don't make it easy for people just to live. Leave other people alone. And then there's that phrase, some people are alive only because it's illegal to kill them. And that made sense to me. Some people are alive only because it's illegal to kill them. There's so many people who should not be alive, but are. People who go to prison, get let out and do the same thing, only more horrific. Yeah. I don't know how this new administration is going to do. Some things are agreed, but things are, I do not. And already some major changes are in effect that are coming. I know, and it's scary because a lot of us are dependent. The government has a way of making you dependent upon them. Have you noticed that? No matter, you can graduate from high school like I did. I graduated from high school. I had a job, and that job went away. That job just, I had to move in with my family. I was standing tall. I had a townhome. I had my car paid off. I was getting somewhere. And I had reached my 50th birthday. I went for my my 50th birthday. All that came to a screeching halt. I was building on my life. And then a bunch of people got together and decided I didn't need a job anymore. So I went from living in a townhome with a paid off car to living with my mother. It's maddening. It's demoralizing. It makes you not want to do anything. You do everything the way you're supposed to. You help your community. You contribute to your community. Your community likes you. And suddenly you don't have a job anymore. I had to pack everything I could pack into my car and come to Georgia. Exactly. We have to try most. Yeah, self-sufficient. And you know what? They cut you off at the knees. Whenever you try to be self-sufficient, whenever you own some land and try to build a house on that land, they cut you off at the knees. They always make laws to prevent you from being self-sufficient. Eggs, people sell eggs, yeah, in a home. What home are we talking? Where is their home? They hate the indigenous people. They hate the people who just want to live. Take care, Felicity. Felicity? Did she say she was leaving? Michael. Interverbal? Interverbal you? You remember. All right. I'm going to ask my mom if she's taking her water pills. She needs to take her water pills because she builds up water. Separate my nervy, spread my nervy. Oh, hello, Miguel. People are starting to chime in. I'm going to be back. I need to take care of two things, and I'll be back. Yeah. Pajama time. It's hard to tell if people get depressed. Thank you, yes, and you as well. Hope you guys are having We are. We got to make a decision to have a nice day. Eddie, you remember me, Lily? Of course I remember you. What is it with the youngsters? They think we forget them. Do you feel forgotten sometimes? I start to look like the Lorax. I was told I look like the Lorax. Hi. You look like you changed your profile there. I see some hearts. Lily, Lily, Lily. We celebrated some birthdays today. You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. I am having a wonderful experience. And I need to plug in my phone. I keep forgetting to do that. Forget to plug in my phone. There we go. Now, gotta make sure my hair looks good. It's all about the hair. The hair and the Lorax. Look at, I do look like the Lorax. The lower axe. There, I turned off the TV because my mom is she was in the bedroom. She was in her bedroom, sitting on her bed with the TV turned up to blasting, like that opening scene for Back to the Future when Marty McFly turns up his speakers really loud and blows everything away. That's what it was like. I was wondering why it was so loud. She was sitting on her bed in her bedroom, in her pajamas. I asked her if she took her water pills, and she said no. That's very bad. Very bad not to take your water pills. February 24th. Okay. Tell me, when it's your birthday, then I can play the Sigma song. Happy birthday to you. The 25th of February. Wow, got a lot of Februaries. How old will you be? I'm always curious. So curious. How old is everybody? People ask how old I am. That was Sinbad. Remember Sinbad, the seventh voyage of Sinbad? Those were good movies. I have some of those. They changed it from Community to Posts. It used to be Community on the channel. When you look at someone's channel, there was Community. Now they changed it to Posts. Like the cereal. Pirates of Penzance. The Pirates of Penzance. Then there was the pirate movie with Christy McNichol. The pirate movie. I used to wait for that show to come on back in the 80s. The pirate movie. Because I liked Christy McNichol. Christopher Atkins, I think he was in there too. It's kind of a fun movie. If you like, it was supposed to be a comedy. Wow, I have a lot of things. I have a lot of things here that I use. For entertainment purposes only. Farting. I guess we can sit quietly. I want to show people the effectiveness of a good meditation. For at least 15 to 20 minutes, just sit quietly. And become aware of, hello! Hi, Paul. Hi, I remember you. There was like a group of 3 people. Every day, making the best choices, decisions for ourselves, so we don't become liably, and still sometimes we can make some poor decisions by our own thoughts making, or by taking, being in silence every day to distractions. Yeah, because we're always getting suggestions, and that's how we can get our reality can be hijacked if we're not careful. We are a sum of our thoughts. That's what Buddha said. The Buddha said that we will not be punished for our thoughts. We'll be punished by our thoughts. Think about that for a while. If we're more responsible. Also, Hermes, that's the first Hermetic principle. The all is mind. The universe is mental. Be careful what's growing in your mind garden. Paw, you remember me. Stay and... Yes, I do. I remember all of you. You're all my children. My children. Many times people try to tell others to be blessed, to be based on their own perspective, and reality, which may or may not be good because we are all different human beings. Yeah, it's like we are individuals, but we're also the collective. We need to be careful how we act, what we do. It's cause and effect. Is it coming from the outside or is it coming from the inside? I remember you and Wyatt. G'day, squeaky clean. People are coming back. They're all coming back. They're coming to visit Paw in his rest home. It's hard when you're old yourself and you have to take care of someone who's old. How does that fit into the grand design? I guess when you're old, you understand old. But it makes it difficult when you're the one who needs to be taken care of and you also have someone to take care of. That adds to the stress. It's both, is your accountability because it comes from us. Which word? I wish I could read better. Dyslexia makes it very hard to read like a paragraph. It's very hard when I have a lot to read because I'm struggling with my dyslexia and I'm struggling with understanding what I read. It's really weird what my eyes do. It's hard to explain dyslexia to somebody because my brother, he doesn't have dyslexia. He reads and he understands, and I envy that. I'm more of like an audible learner. I learn when people are talking to me, I take in stuff you know, with no effort. But when I have to read something, a paragraph or a couple of paragraphs, it makes it difficult. Have you noticed I have to stop and go like this? And mindfulness. Sometimes we say you made me feel this way when you feel when if you really think about it, we made ourselves feel that way. Sometimes shared something that triggered. Yeah. In a way, you did make somebody feel that way because you triggered. You were the cause. Their day was fine until you said something. Think about that for a while. Their day was going swimmingly until you mentioned something or brought to their memory. It's amazing how our subconscious mind takes takes a snapshot. It takes a snapshot and there's emotion. Hello. Hello, Tay. Tay, Wyatt, and so there's a trilogy here. I'm getting distracted, aren't I? It's funny how unresolved issues or an issue, possibly. Yeah, I don't claim to know everything, but it's cause and effect. It's another Hermetic principle. Every cause has an effect. Every effect has a cause. And a lot of times we don't understand why things happen or why does this happen to me? What have you been thinking about? What's in your subconscious mind? That's like Carl Jung. Wasn't he Swedish? He was a Swedish psychiatrist. He said that you have to make the unconscious conscious or it will run your life and you'll call it fate. We're not paying attention to causes and effects. What do you watch all day? Like this one girl was telling me, this one woman was saying she would read murder mysteries right before bed and then she would have nightmares. Pow, pow, Bella, that's the other one, Bella. So there's Tay, Bella. I gotta remember all these people. Tay, Bella, and Wyatt. They call me Paw Paw. Oh, they call me Daddy. Of course you do. We're all getting familiar with each other. Familiarize. Sounds like my mom is getting over her cough. Money Mike. You call yourself Money Mike now. Thoughts on me being late? G'day. There's no such thing as late. Time does not exist. That's what spirits tell us. The spirits say, time does not exist. Cause and effect, baby. Yes, before you go to sleep, first thing in the morning is either to be sons, or if we play positive, I am, I am. If you ever look at the Count of Saint Germain, the Count of Saint Germain talks about I am. Also Neville Goddard talks about the I am. Whatever you put after I am, it's like God manifesting. In Hindi, it's Om, the Om. Tatwam Asi, it means I am that I am. And in Hebrew, it's Ehya Esher Ehya. It means I am that I am. It also means I am that which exists. Hold on, I'm sorry. I got a lot to read here. It's like, When we wake up in, or when we go to sleep in the state, is the state like a kid is when 1 to 7 years old, constantly recording, but no playback. We absorb reality. Yeah, and it's like we're also the observers. We have the observer effect. I keep hearing about that. We're having, as observers, particles they do all kinds of things until we observe. Until we're observing. It's like, again, correspondence. Correspondence is another Hermetic principle. Correspondence. And if we slow down, we start to notice that the universe corresponds to our beliefs. What we really believe is going on, the universe corresponds to that. Thoughts on me eating a Twinkie? You can have a Twinkie, sure. Papa says you can have a Twinkie, a cookie. I like this. I like this humor. We need to break up this seriousness. That's the job of a clown. The job of a clown or a jester. The Lakota have the Hayoka. Hayoka is the divine clown. That's what we need more, is a divine clown. Thoughts on me? Okay, Sophia. Me and Money Mike, I'm eating. How? Wow! It's the Twinkie effect. I love you. I love you, man. You need Halls. I know. Cough drops. I'm going to have to ask my mother if she still has cough drops. You're still here. Great. We're part of this. We are creating our own collective, our collective consciousness. Hey, lost my phone and my computer broke. Chatting. Okay. Wow, we're going to have to pray for your possessions. We need our possessions. Hello and welcome. Hello, my angels. Eddie's Angels. That's what we'll call you, Eddie's Angels. You know what? I'm getting over this. I don't feel sick. I just have that. My body is trying to expedite its healing process. That's funny, when you have such a vocabulary, you have to choose which words you're going to use. And are you using them effectively? We all love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. My dad just got a cough. Isn't that weird? I think it's waking up allergies. This warmer weather, our bodies become incubators. Our bodies are incubators for germs. And it's our mucous membranes, our eyes, our nose, our mouth. That's how we get sick. We breathe stuff in, and our bodies react. That's the whole point of sick, is being, yep, warmer weather. You got it, buddy. But then again, people get more optimistic. When we see sunshine, we're supposed to have sunshine. Hello, welcome, Pow Pow. Have you ever watched the documentary Thrive? Check it out. Yes, I always like those. They're insightful and they're educational. It's freaking freezing. Really? They're saying there's polar vortexes, Arctic vortexes. That's what hit here in Georgia. It actually snowed here a lot. was enough to make a few snowmen. And the snow turned to ice. Oh, New York. Yeah, you're way up there. You're right there next to Canada. What's funny? The Arctic, yeah, turning into ice. Polar bears. There's certain Eskimos that learned igloos are designed for polar bears. Oh, really? 30 degrees? Yeah. 30 degrees is zero. Yeah, Celsius. 30 degrees is 0 degrees Fahrenheit. 32 degrees, something like that. Good night. Okay. It's I'm listening to church music. How do you feel when you hear church music? My beard is making me look dirty right now. I look like a dirty Lorax. I'm a dirty little Lorax. Some people like a beard though. But you know what? If I want to look powerful, I need to be clean shaven. If I'm going to make rules, is it the Gregorian chants? It's a negative. Yeah, I have. Yeah, because 32 degrees is when water freezes. 0 degrees. 0 degrees Celsius. You know what? Maybe there won't be the metric system. I love church music too much. Oh, it's in Spanish. Cool. Latin is one of the older languages. Latin, Hebrew, Greek, Latin, Sumerian, Aramaic. Since the dawn of time. Do we ever really know where we came from or when we came from whatever we came from? There's a lot of speculations. There's a lot of theories. Why do I speak in Celsius? I am... Yes, you are Canadian. That's why. Why do you speak in Celsius? I want Canada to stay Canada. That's what I want. Canada's been a good ally to us since World War I. They were able to fight us off. Where was it? Ontario? God, there was a battle. We tried to take over Canada. That's uncool. Our neighbors, why do we want to do that? There's been wars for a long time. Different wars that have to do with North America and South America. And we're neighbors, for crying out loud. Why do we want to mess with our neighbors? Why do I speak in Celsius? Oh yeah, I already read. Mark is red. I wish I could do that. I read the same thing again. Yeah. Trudeau, he wants to shut off power. It makes me laugh. Trump thought he could just come in there and make his demands. If America took us, they would all... I know! Same thing with Russia. When the Germans tried to intrude on Russia, they started freezing. They don't know the weather. You got to survive the terrain. They have minus Celsius. Here we don't get to minus anything. 32 degrees. Thoughts on jumping on a couch with pillows and blankets and yelling Cowabunga? Cowabunga. I like that idea. We need to do that. Just jump on some pillows and blankets and say Cowabunga. If the Americans, yeah, they would just freeze. The ice fishing is good there in Canada. Moose. We're not familiar with moose. A moose can kill you easily. People get arrogant. Why do we get arrogant? Arrogant makes us stubborn and we make bad decisions. Trudeau, well, like, okay, I didn't know that Canada supplies us with electricity. We need electricity and oil. Also, everything South Park says. I know! Blame Canada! I follow South Park. I remember that. You know who likes Canada is Kevin Smith. And if we would just stop being arrogant. Why are we so arrogant? Thoughts on me because I fell off the couch. Oh, did you get a boo-boo when you fell off the couch? I wonder why that is. Why do we still think with that mindset? That Alexander the Great mindset? That we'll take Poland mindset? It doesn't go well. It doesn't always go. It doesn't go well. And we don't consider that. When we don't consider other people, you fall on your head first. Don't injure yourselves. Be careful, you all, my little angels. Eddie's Angels. That's what we'll call you. Eddie's Angels. U.S. Or, yeah. $700. Where do they think money comes from? Governments can print money. People can't. They say if people fear their government, it's a tyranny. When the government fears the people, when the government fears the people, when the government fears the people, it's a democracy. I think we're under tyranny most of the time. We're afraid. And that's what controls people. They talk about mind control. Fear is a good way to control somebody mentally. They say the fish rots from the head. By the way, what's this L-U-I on Lao? What's that? Thoughts on Lowy? Luigi, like the Mario Brothers? Luigi? I'm lost. Sometimes mentally I get lost. Isn't it? It's a battle for our minds, our hearts and minds on Luigi. Isn't he a spin-off of Mario? I can't get that octave. Wonder what reaction would you get if you were on the bus or waiting for the bus and you just started going Not really. Not really, Luigi. Isn't I say that right? Yeah, Luigi. It's a battle for our minds. You need to have a stronger mind. Isn't it weird? Beliefs. Not really. Oh, it's not a spin-off, really. So it's the same game. It's either him or his brother. What's your favorite song right now? Sing my favorite song. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. I want a girl with good dividends. I want a girl with a mind like a diamond, whose eyes burned like cigarettes, who uses a machete to cut through red tape. I like that song. Na 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 na. Another one is, how do you afford your rock and roll lifestyle? That's got to be my favorite. I was hearing that they played that on the radio when I was with my mother in the car yesterday. My mother in the car, yeah. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. That was the first video game. Really? The first one was Mario? I remember Pog. There was like boop, boop, boop. These two lines. You had to hit a dot, and the dot would... That was the first video game. Yeah, that first video game I ever played was that Pog. I think it was called Pog. And then there was Tank Commander. It was basically... it was Pac-Man meets a tank game. You go through a maze, and you start shooting at each other. You've played Pog. That should be in a museum. I think that is in a museum. The very first video game. You just turn these dials, and there were your paddle. And then there was one with cowboys. They would have cactuses and cactuses and wagons, cactuses, and you had these two cowboys. They would shoot at each other, and you had to shoot the other cowboy. Shoot that cowboy. No Country for Old Men. The main character was a good example of a sociopath or a psychopath. Yeah. You play. My favorite song is Once I Was a 6-year-old. That makes sense. Once I was a 6-year-old. I remember that song. I don't remember all the words. I'm going to have to look that up again. I got homework now. You gave me homework. There's a song called Sunscreen. Have you ever had... I'm the Sunscreen. That one was emotional for me, that song. I'm the Sunscreen. Don't look at your bank statement. I mean, when I was 7-year-old. When I was a 7-year-old. I do remember that song. I like that song, It's a Mistake. Have you heard that? It's a mistake. It's a mistake. It was about nuclear war. Yeah, that was my time. Galaga. There was Tempest. Remember Tempest? It had a dial, and it had this spider thing that would crawl around a hole, and you had to shoot down into the hole to keep the monsters from crawling out. Bubble Bubble. The other classics. That's right. Centipede. That was intense. Centipede. That had a ball. A ball and a joystick, I think. Centipede. I remember Wizard of War. It was a table game. We used to play that a lot. It was a maze game. There were all those maze games. Where I live, we're 20 years in the past. And send my love to your new lover. Send my love to your new lover. I like Avril Lavigne. I like her. Hey, you. I don't like your girlfriend. Hey, you. I think you need a new one. Tom Green came out with another song. I'm a Canadian. I'm a Canadian. I'm a Canadian. My mom just got a phone call. My favorite is the Piggy Hill song. I'm gonna throw the piggy off the hill. I'm gonna throw the piggy off the hill. I wonder how people would react to that song if I was on the bus. I'm gonna throw the piggy off. And said, Yeah. Marked as read. My mom's talking to my brother. 20 years in the past. That's kind of like Portola, California. It's a railroad town. And every time I visit it, I see very little advances because it's just a railroad town. And I remember there was only one theater in the whole town. It was the Penguin Palace Theater. I don't think it's even there anymore. I remember my dad worked there. My dad worked at the Penguin Palace Theater. We all waited outside to watch Gremlins and Conan the Destroyer. Who else is here? We got 4 people. I think what Trump is trying to do is he's trying to take the burden off of the Americans. Places where I have still dial-up. Yeah, dial-up internet. That was a nightmare. I remember that. Dial-up. And then there was direct service link. Direct service link allowed you to be on the internet and talk on the phone. Now we can do all of that. Yeah, direct service link, the DSL. And we love the DSL because we could talk to somebody on the phone while we're online. Yeah. But before, you couldn't take phone calls. With the dial-up, you couldn't take phone calls if you were online. It was just you just plugged in your computer into the phone line. I'm surprised they still have that in some places. And it took long because our computers didn't have that much memory. But then games came out and it made our computers smarter. Dial-up, wow, that's a long time ago. It's amazing how the world is getting smaller because the internet gives us way too much information. We don't need all that information, especially when they're cutting people's heads off in another country, or when something's going on in Texas, which is miles away. Do we really need to know what's going on in Texas? Do we really need to know what's going on in New Orleans? Can't we just rest on what's going on here? It's sensory overload. That's why people have stress problems. Like when 9/11 took place. That was a shock. And it's hard for our sympathetic nervous system to have all that stimulation, too much stimulation. It overloads the circuit. It's a circuit circus. Circuit circus. There we go. Welcome to the circuit circus. So we're all in the same time zone, aren't we? We're all in the same longitude. So here it's like 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's 12:41. It's hard when a family member's suffering, the whole family suffers. Kind of like international relations, you know? People need to think about that. We need our international relations. We need to be... Anyway, I overthink. I need to stop that. My fear is underthinking. I don't want to underthink. Overthinking is just as dangerous, but underthinking can have consequences. Oh wait, I didn't think about that. Like, everything was fine, wasn't it? Until Vladimir Putin wanted to take over Ukraine. Everything seemed to be fine. Right after COVID? Really? No recuperating time? You left for a second. That's okay. Remember, there is no time. Got no time. I got no time. My brother doesn't call me very much. For a long time, the most advanced technology in my life is the Wii, Nintendo Wii. They have an archery game. My brother was playing that at his house. My brother was playing an archery game. You get to play with a bow and arrow in cyberspace. I like archery. It's fun, especially when there's a crossbow. I have a couple of crossbows. People don't take too well to you when you're playing with a crossbow at the park. When you take out your crossbow, and it's a high-powered crossbow, 150 pounds, gold dust. Well, thank you. Gold dust. Cherry gold dust. That sounds like an interesting pie. Oh, wait a second. It's a foldable crossbow. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Hold on. Hold on. It's getting hot in here. 1. There we go. 2, 3. All right. It looks kind of futuristic. I realized it folds out like this. Hold on, it's going to take a minute. Where's my magic hat? Funny you should ask that. God, that's a long skirt. There we go. All right, yeah, there we go. My crossbow. It's been a long time since I've played with it. It ruins the bolts. It ruins them because it's such a high-powered. It's not a compound crossbow. It's got a stirrup. Look at that, medieval. You put your foot in this, and then you can pull back the string, and it clicks into place, and it's like an explosion. There we go. All right, there's my crossbow. Shoot it in here. I'm in a small room. I'll probably break a window. Where's my magic hat? All right, my OCD is kicking in. OCD? Yeah, you know me. I got the OCD. Yeah, you know me. You know me. I got the OCD. There we go, my magic hat. It kind of clashes with my red shirt. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. I want to get an authentic clown nose. That is fancy. Fancy. Where is fancy bread? In the heart or in the head? That's what Willy Wonka asks. It's a fancy hat. It's the one I use in my picture. There we go. I need to make it a point when I get my car working again. I love you too. It is Valentine. You know, this is a month of Valentine. We should tell each other we love each other. Saint Valentine. He was executed. I think the Romans didn't want private marriages. I think that was the story behind Saint Valentine. Yeah, Saint Valentine was doing private marriages. And they found him and they killed him. Ever heard of... No. What happened to your car? Oh, the the sensor for my coolant sensor, so my engine coolant, it keeps showing that it doesn't have enough coolant in it. And I keep pouring coolant in, and it still shows. Anyways, my brother says it's a $15 part. And also maybe we're going to replace the reservoir. When you put up the hood, the reservoir, you take the cap off, it's supposed to have a little floaty thing, and it's broken. Because after a while, it just disintegrates. I guess it's the antifreeze. Anyways, once I get that handled, I'll be back on the road. And it sucks because my brother has to, I guess he likes working on cars. He's really kept my car working. And I really wish the problems would stop. He makes, who makes chocolate sculptures? You should check him out. Oh yeah, he makes chocolate sculptures. Chocolate sculptures. Some people use chainsaws. They use chainsaws to cut ice sculptures. And also wooden sculptures. They're pretty amazing. I like Mexican food. Me gusta Mexican food. Es muy bien. We're battling cartels now. Trump does not want cartels. It's not the drug, it's the people using the drugs. If you want to get rid of a drug problem, you got to work on the people who are taking the drugs. Do you think he will be able to hang out? Do you think we will be able to hang out in 20? I think we will be able to in 2026. Anytime's a good time to hang out. Whenever you really need friendship, you should watch a video of his son stream. Is he pretty interesting? Streams are all the rage now, it seems. People like the streams. So you speak more Spanish than I do. Spanish. Spanish came from Spain. And then Spain started conquering other countries. And then they started to learn Spanish. How old are you, Sophia? I'm attracted to what's interesting. Leave me a comment telling me who you want me to check out. Sophia's 11. A lot of people are turning 11. Somebody turned 11 today, I think. Or in a few months, I think February, which is this month. Yeah, when you want me to check something out, just leave a comment. I like comments, because then I can look at people's channels. The channels of the people. I'm being reminded of Stephen Lynch songs. Who knows Stephen Lynch? He's a very good comedian who plays songs. Songs that he wrote. I like his gerbil song. My baby sis is turning 2. Okay. Well, remind me. I'll play Happy Birthday on my recorder. You should go stream where you watch or suggested creators. Suggested creators. That's how I get found sometimes. People get suggestions. Just out of the blue. People show up here. I'm starting to be suggested. Might I suggest Eddie's Funhouse? It's probably hotter today than it was this morning. think that's a good meditation is forget about everything that's happened to you. Forget everything that's happened to you or that's been done to you or said to you. All. What's the all about? You'll be back. Okay. Don't touch that dial. Remember that? When you're watching TV, don't touch that dial. It's funny how Trump called him Governor Trudeau instead of Prime Minister. Hello, Prime Minister. Thank you very much. So he's not well liked by a lot of people. I don't want to open any cans of worms, but I got to know. You'll be back. I don't like getting political because you know what? People shouldn't hate you because of your politics. Some people still get along even though they have different politics or different views, political views. People can still get along as an organism. We got to think of ourselves as an organism. Isn't that what Jesus said? No, he sucks. Brief and to the point. I like that. No sugarcoating. Gavin Newsom. Gavin, I think his name's Gavin. He's the governor of California. Not too many people like him either. Isn't it weird? We elect people we don't like. It's like, hello, you elected him. You put him in office. You gave him the frickin' job. You gave him the frickin' job. Why are you mad? No. But sometimes we don't have a choice, do we? We don't always have a choice. It's a two-edged sword. Politics is a two-edged sword. Either way you swing it, it's going to cut. So we need to steer clear or stand clear. Have a care, as they say. Have a care. Democracy has its good points and bad points. It has its pros and cons, just like everything else. What's our problem is we like to get... I think I'm only one here. No, you're not. We got King Calamity. We got Sophia. Sophia says, I'm back. Nope. Everyone else is... You're not the only one. Don't you feel warm and cozy here? It's warm and cozy here at Eddie's Funhouse. You know what? Our show will grow. We'll call this our show. So, show us the art in the background. Oh, the art back there. Ah, you're making me get up again. Oh, you're making me. Jungle love, driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Jungle love, driving me mad. This is a painting. I think it's one of my mother's friends. Did an oil painting. It has, it's a little wheelbarrow with flowers in it. And it, yeah. I'm glad you appreciate art. A lot went into some of these. I have one of a do preppy. What's preppy so? Preppy. This one was embroidered. My mother did needlepoint. This is all done by needlepoint. She just, it's a couple of birds. They're like waterfowls, I guess. And there you have it. That's our art. Art. I wonder why she used a brown piece of cloth. Probably to show, well, thank you. I like to show you things that are pretty. We go hang them back up again. Jungle love, it's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Oh my goodness. What do they call those? I think I showed this one. This is my work. I drew a little dragon. Drew a little pretty little. Whoops, it's got a glare. There we go. Dragon, and it's this is a frame for my. In my videos, I have some cartoons. You like it? Yay! There we go. I should take a picture of this and use it as my thumbnail. Alright, time to hang it up again. I'm going to get more pictures in here. I like showing my pictures. Here we go. Oh, here we go. This is interactive. Welcome to Eddie's Interactive. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. I have like 5 million pics. Really? That's what you can put up? Do like, show some pictures. I'm always full of suggestions, aren't I? I'm full of suggestions. People have talent and they need to express it. Express your talent. Showcase. It's all about showcase. Showcase. If it's something you drew, have no shame. Show no shame. The duck. Be sure to tell your friends about Eddie's Funhouse. Maybe I'll get a sponsor. I need to get a sponsor. Somebody who could just cut me a big fat check. Cut me a big fat check and I'll mention you. I'll mention you on my show. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Hey Eddie, who made the duck song? I really don't know. The duck song? I know there was a taco song. Shells, meat, lettuce, cheese. Open your mouth. No need to ask why. You know who did the duck song? Could you tell us? I have a shiny spot right here. Shiny spot. I have a shiny spot. I need to cut this. I've been cutting my hair relentless. It's relentless. It just keeps growing. Oh well. The duck. Quack, quack, quack. You know the duck? I know the duck. Wow, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours. Time flies when you're having fun. That's cliche. Maybe the next time I do a live, I will be clean shaven. Close enough. 101. Okay. Forest Fire 101. Forest Fire 101. That's what LA is overtaken. You know what? There was a show called Emergency back in the 70s, and they were talking about a forest fire. So it seems like it's nothing new. California is always on fire because it's mostly just brush. A lot of grass, dry seasons. I remember in California back in 2016. They had a drought, and that drought was horrible. They had people patrolling, making sure you weren't wasting any water, because they really had a water problem. I wonder what's going to be like in the next few days. I'm going to be watching intently. It's the freak show. George Carlin mentioned the freak show. We have a front row seat. It's all to hijack our reality. Look up Chocolate King Cobra. Chocolate King Cobra. That sounds like a drink. King Cobra. King Cobra, the only malt liquor. King Cobra. They used to do commercials for King Cobra. And then there was the Bull. What was the Bull? Schlitz malt liquor. Yeah, Schlitz. They were advertising. Their mascot was a bull. Schlitz malt liquor. You have to say it carefully. Schlitz. I got the Schlitz. I got the Schlitz. I got real bad. I got it real bad. Got it bad, got it bad. I've got it bad, so bad. I'm half a teacher. There's a lot of teachers getting in trouble with their students. A lot of reproduction problems between children and their students. Or it's children and their teachers, yeah. Teachers need to exercise restraint. Teachers need to exercise restraint. If you could own any fast food company, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A seems to be pretty popular. The next up would be Taco Bell. Wasn't it Demolition Man? Remember Demolition Man? They said that Taco Bell won the fast food wars. It was with, I'm trying to remember her name. It was, she was also in Speed. Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. That was a pretty high intense, it was high action. But anyways, they were showing like jingles. Jingles were what was played over the radio instead of songs. Yeah, I think it was Demolition Man. And so yeah, Chick-fil-A. A lot of places are going chicken now. I guess chicken is easier to produce than beef and pork. Beef, pork, whatever. People don't eat pork. They used to have sweet and sour pork. Now it's sweet and sour chicken. Because we have a lot of people who are of Middle Eastern descent. What else was there? Chipotle? Chipotle is kind of like Taco Bell, only you make your own. You should own a karaoke bar, or whatever it's spelled. Yeah, karaoke bar. You know what? Those people sometimes like doing that. They get up. They were doing that at a fair one time. It was a California State Fair. They had a stage, and they were inviting people to come up and do karaoke. It's fun. And also open mic night. I think the Yuck Yucks have open mic night. Patton Oswalt talked about that. In Toronto, they have the Yuck Yucks, and I like that open mic night. People can just come up and make people laugh. Hello! He's not Australian. He just likes saying g'day. It's warm and cozy here at Eddie's Funhouse. need that. I would like to do that. Start a comedy club. I need to get some funding together. Get some to buy get a location. I have the perfect idea. A comedy club. All you need is some tables and chairs. For everyone wondering. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I spilt the beans there, didn't I? I tipped your hand. I'm the hand tipper. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. That sounds like the Jeopardy. You ever Jeopardy song? Do 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 do. Those were a big deal when I was younger. Those game shows. $100,000 Pyramid, Secret Squares, and all that. Here come the newlyweds. That was Chuck Barris. Chuck Barris was a genius. He kept people entertained. He had the Gong Show. He had like the Dating Game. A lot of people were on the Dating Game. I think wasn't Tom Selleck on there? Andy Kaufman. Comedy. Would it be wholesome or raunchy comedy? Both, wholesomely raunchy. Like morbid facts, morbidly wholesome facts. Morbidly, yeah. I'm so mad at you. Wow, what brought that on? Sophia, what happened? What happened, my dear? I'm not mad. Oh, you're not mad about me. Mad about you, you and I. I'm mad about you, mad about you. Lost in your eyes. See, you triggered something. You triggered a Belinda Carlisle song. That's right, wholesomely raunchy. That's a new one, that's right. Leave it up to us to come up with something like that. Wholesomely raunchy. You know what? Before 10 o'clock, it would be wholesome. After 10 o'clock, raunchy. My shoes just got ruined. You ruined your new shoes? My typing, my moving, by moving my keyboard into my finger. It's like a chimpanzee. I didn't know chimpanzees were so dangerous. They eat people. Chimpanzees eat people. They eat your face. Puppy dogs eat your face too. A lot of elderly people, when they pass away, if their dog is with them, should I be talking about this? That's right, eat pee. I paid for my shoes. Now they're covered in mud. You can gently wash them. Do you know chimps were dangerous? I did not. You know what? I grew up with Tarzan. Tarzan had his cheetah, and he didn't eat people. I guess, what they're evolving into is they like to eat people? Dogs make sure nothing goes to waste. That's right, nothing goes to waste. If you're an old lady and you have a little dog, that's what EMTs find. There's people who come on radio shows. EMTs, I don't envy their job. The things they find. The horrible, and first responders. I think doesn't Reddit have stories? When you see an ambulance go by, just feel for them. When you see an ambulance or a police car whose lights come on and they have to go respond, oh wow, my heart goes out. How they find people after a lot of suffering. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. What else? Also, emergency room. Life in the ER. That was a show. Life in the ER. They would bring in different injuries. They would tell about how the injuries happened, how they took place, and the treatment and the recovery. Broken bones, man. I do not envy people who have broken bones. I have a few broken bones, but man, when it's debilitating, sometimes people just want to go skiing. Sometimes, sometimes people just want to play football. They just want to play football or luge. People probably die during luging. A luging accident can really change your life. Tobogganing. I had no notifications on, and when it said you were live, I pierced it so fast. I was so excited. Well, thank you to see me again. Yay! All right, so you got your notification. Doesn't that work out well? When you don't miss a show, don't miss a show. Some people call those hats toboggans. I thought a sled was a toboggan. People in Appalachia call them toboggans. We call them caps or stocking caps or beanies. Remember beanies? Beanies. It's a beanie, baby. Wow, we're both getting over our colds. Whatever the hell that was. It was just fever and coughing. I guess we're back to regular colds now. Call me a chimp because I eat people. Yeah. People who eat people are the luckiest people. They wind up in the news. When you eat somebody, you wind up in the news. You get into an orange jumpsuit. People who eat people. They're called cannibals. Fine young cannibals. You drive me crazy. I can't help myself. She drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh, like no one else. Ooh, ooh, drives me crazy. I can't help myself. That was a long time ago, that song. LOL. Thank you. I like to make people laugh. It's Eddie's Funhouse. Call me the Sizzler because I have the Riz. Or how about the Rizzler? The Rizzler. Did you hear about that story, this guy? There we go, Rizzler. The sizzling Rizzler. There was a guy on the internet who wanted to eat somebody, and then there was another guy who wanted to be eaten. What a perfect match. That should be on the dating game. I want somebody to eat me. Well, I want to eat somebody. Everybody eats somebody. We're joking about cannibalism. How strange is that? You don't joke about cannibalism. People have body parts in their freezer because they don't want it to go to waste. Nothing goes to waste. You can feed it to your dog. If you're not hungry enough. What is this world coming to? I love you. So we got Money Mike. Money Mike. What was that show with Matthew McConaughey? Yes, I do. I need cough drops. I need them. I don't want to eat them all up, though. There needs to be some to go around. That's right. Got me a part-time job at Sizzler. Weird. Wow. It's a psychic echo. I call it psychic echo. Wow, I was about Twinkies. Remember earlier, Twinkies? There was a Twinkie defense. Remember that? I think it was here in the U.S. The Twinkie defense. Somebody ate Twinkies and murdered somebody, and they got off because it is called the Twinkie defense. Little Twinkie. That's right. Twinkie. Somebody else, because they sleepwalked. Somebody got away with murder because they were asleep. Hindu. Hello and welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. Yeah, he drove somewhere and murdered somebody, but he got off because he did it all in his sleep. Wow. Get out of jail free because you're a sleepwalker. That was one of the morbid facts. Morbid facts. I should have those. I should post those when I find them. There's a lot of stuff I've posted that's pretty cool. There are people being struck by lightning. People dancing dogs. Hindu. Oh, that's why I got on the news. That's right. You got on the news. Cannibalism will get you on the news. Okay, that's enough. That's enough spamming. That's enough spamming, okay? That's how you protest. You gotta talk like this when you protest. That's enough. Do you have enough for the rest of the class? That's okay. See, you can find forgiveness here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can find forgiveness here at Eddie's Funhouse. At Eddie's Funhouse, you can find forgiveness. She drives me crazy, ooh, ooh, like no one else, ooh, ooh. She drives me crazy, I can't help myself. I do need a shave. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. You owe me. You owe me. Wow, it's a 2-hour show. That'll get me some watch time. As long as I can keep it going. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? People are wanting me to learn Hindu. Somebody was teaching me Hindu. I think your channel got another few hundred subs since the last time. Yeah, it's interesting to watch this grow. What's it going to grow into? Eddie's Funhouse could be an amusement park. Eddie's Funhouse theme park. What time do you think you're ending the live? I don't know. If you got to go to the bathroom, go. Don't wait for me to end to go to the bathroom. Sometimes you got to. You can carry your phone into the bathroom. Some theaters have a little they have a little TV on the floor so you don't miss the movie. So if you have to get up and go to the bathroom, you just look at the floor and the movie is playing. You can't pause it though. Learn Hindu. Keep going till after this. Yeah, keep going till after supper. When is supper? I can eat I want to get a pizza. That's what I want to do. Hey, Mom, let's go out and get a pizza. I don't know. As long as you're not bombing anybody, you're okay. You're okay to not bomb anybody. There are those who bomb, and there's those who don't bomb. Go get a Pizza Hut. I would if I had cash. I'm going to have to grow. I need to ask for donations to Eddie's Pizza Fund. That's what I'll call it. Eddie's Pizza Fund. Then I can afford to buy a pizza. Other than that, I have to go to the grocery store and get a frozen pizza. I got to get a frozen pizza. 5:30 to 6 is when supper time. Yes, between 5:30. But you know what? I haven't eaten anything yet. I have not eaten anything. Now would be a good time for me to eat something. What is the income tax percentage in your area? It depends. I think it's 4% or 9% for the state tax. And then I guess it depends on what tax bracket you're in. If you're in a or her hero. You're our hero. Am I heroic? Maybe next time you'll see me with a clean shave. 13%. Wow, 13%. That's crazy. But you know what? It's when you consider the benefits. My brother sometimes talks to me about that. I talk about how much I hate taxes. And he says, well, there are all these benefits that you get. The first benefit should be health care. That's your first benefit. 15%. Damn, 15%. Some people grumble over 10%. That's what you usually have to pay your agent. Your agent takes 10%. I don't have an agent, though. 22%. Wow, what do they do with all that money? If you're rich enough, 37%. 37% if you qualify. I know. What do they do with all that? They used to say no taxation without representation. They're not representing squat. They don't represent 80%. You might as well just endorse your check. That's what they want. I know. Also, Jesus, poor guy. Yeah. My God. We pay taxes, but what does that money go to? It should go to health care. That money should go to health care. Everyone should be healthy. First of all, there should be health and then health care. Health care should be if everything else fails. Your hairstyle resembles a volcano. Whoosh! It's a volcano. What is that? That joke? Is that a joke, Sophia? What is that? Yeah, 80%. Are you kidding me? 80%. I think it should be. It should be a joke. 80%. That's over half. But what are we doing about it? What if we just all stopped paying our taxes? What would happen to us? We all just stopped paying our taxes and started spending our money on things that should be spent on. I don't think they couldn't punish us all. They couldn't punish all of us if we just stopped paying taxes. Taxes is money not earned. I look at it that way. It's money not earned. You didn't work 2 jobs to try to pay your rent. And you take that money and you do God knows what with it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not justified. If I saw no potholes in my roads, if I saw no homeless people, then I'd kind of consider paying taxes. If I get hurt or have a condition and I don't have to pay anything, on top of being hurt, On top of having a condition, I have to pay. My brother goes through that. My brother has a heart condition like I do. And on top of having a heart condition, he's got to pay for his echocardiograms and his, put him in the MRIs. He's got to pay lots of money for those MRIs. Why aren't our tax dollars going to that? We must become, yeah. But they say everyone wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. People die during revolutions, like the Bolshevik Revolution, the French Revolution, like that Beatles song. I don't know, mate. I like your sense of humor. You're on it. Sophia has chosen. That's Sophie's choice to make us laugh. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, taxes. Yes. Some heads have to roll during a revolution. You say you want a revolution. Well, we all want to change the world. They tell me that it's evolution. Well, That's a good song. If you listen to all the words, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. There's a reason why they're the Beatles. What did one ocean say to the other? They waved. I heard that joke before. They waved. They didn't say anything. I like those jokes. They're dad jokes. When it's apparent, that's how you can tell. My favorite one is about the two flies. Correct! Correct. You get the buzzer. I need a buzzer now. Oh, here's what we can do. When it's a wrong answer. Sorry, wrong answer. This sounds like it's up next to your head. It's a denim fart. You have to fart through the denim. There we go. Fart through the denim. Correct. Nothing. It just waved. You're correct. That's right. See, we're all in the same wavelength. We need to be on the wavelength. Dad jokes are always apparent. That's right. They're so apparent. Apparently. Why did the man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well. Landmines. Let's talk about landmines. Landmines don't discriminate. Landmines are very powerful, very destructive, and they don't care who steps on them. So pick up your landmines. After a war, be sure you remember where you buried your landmines. That's a public service announcement. Be sure you remember where you buried your landmines. Because that sucks. Landmines suck. You love miners? Be careful now. What kind of miners are we talking about? The ones who wear the headlamps and go in for coal? They say a gold mine is a hole with a liar at the bottom. I think Mark Twain said that. A gold mine is a... Yee! What does yee mean? Yee? Yee. That's a Old English. That's Constantine. Yes, a gold mine is a hole with a liar at the bottom. And also he said, a man with an idea is a damn fool until he succeeds. Right now I'm just a damn fool. I'm a man with an idea. I have a series of ideas until one of them works out. Yeah, donate. You get out what you put in. I'm eating, what is that? Chicharrones? Mexican food. Okay. It's good. It's so good outside. I'll, I like a rock, but it's like a rock, but inside, okay, like a Cadbury bunny egg. The Cadbury. Do you have Cadburys where you are? That guy, oh, I was talking about earlier, made a chocolate toothbrush out of and toothpaste. Really? This guy sounds pretty meticulous, pretty tenacious. My beard is getting longer as I speak. I do look like a thorax. I'm a thorax. They call me Redbeard. Redbeard. Gingerbeard. Gingerbeard. Well, outside is like an octopus. Are you speaking to me in riddles? You speak to me in riddles and you speak to me in rhymes. I think I need to eat right now. I'm getting hangry. Once I get over my hangry, maybe we'll talk more. Maybe we can talk more. We got time to kill. It's Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You can pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. Well, outside, he also made a chocolate slot machine. Really? Wow. Leave me a comment telling me who this guy is, and I might be able to do a search. Until then, take a food break. Let's take a food break. Can do. Can do, will do. All right. There we go. Can do. Can do.